An Iron Range native and reality star is aiming to represent northern Minnesota in our nation's capital. Luke Gulbranson, who grew up in Eveleth and is best known for his appearance on the show Summer House, is running as a Democrat for Minnesota's 8th congressional district. In a campaign video released just today, Gulbranson nods to his past but says his campaign focus is his Northland roots, lowering everyday costs and expanding access to affordable health care. He is now a business owner and runs a maple syrup and clothing brand. Well, the 8th district seat is currently held by Republican Rep. Pete Stauber. Along with Gulbranson, there are a number of other Democrats who have announced their plans to run for this seat, including Trina Swanson, Dr. Wendell Smith, Kyle Kramer, Emmanuel Anastos, John Paul McBride, and Bob Helland. Candidate filing officially begins and opens in May and runs until early June. Depending on how many candidates officially enter this race, there could be a primary in August.